Alright, after you have all your wires run, the next thing you'll want to do is mount your amp. Some people leave the amp loose, and that's okay to do, but it's best to mount it. For mine, I have it mounted to the back of my seat. Since it folds down, it's easy to access the amp. The way I did it was I just drilled 4 holes and put in 4 screws, and you know, it's real sturdy. If you do the same thing, just make sure you don't put screws that are too long, or else it can puncture through and, you know, hurt someone or mess up your fabric. And after you have all that done, you have the wiring done, you have your amp where you want it. You know, you also want to put your subwoofer where you want it, typically in the trunk like I have it. Then, you know, you just try it out and you start adjusting it. Alright, when setting up the amp, when you're making all the adjustments, it might be best to have a professional do it, because some amps have a lot of different buttons and such, and it can be confusing. Personally, I just experimented with everything and set it up the way I wanted it by experimenting with it. Okay, so and I have for filter I have it on LP, and I have it on channel where it has 1 and 2. You could also have it bridged, and you know, that's more complicated. I won't get into all that, but and also right here's the gain. That's pretty much what sets the amount of bass you get. So if you want to go ahead and experiment with it yourself, the best thing to do is probably turn the radio, the head unit, to the volume that'll be maximum of what you'll have it, and then adjust the amplifier and make the bass as high as you'll want it when you have the head unit as loud as you want it. And if it starts sounding distorted, or you know, it doesn't sound right, then just turn it down a bit. You could either do it like that, or if you prefer to have the head unit lower, the vocals and such, then you can turn it lower and then just turn up the bass on the amplifier. So that's it. Another thing you could do is install a switch like I got here, and this is for the remote wire. All I did was cut the remote wire and put it on each end of the terminals for this. It's good to have if you're playing a song you don't really want bass with, like rock songs. You wouldn't want too much bass typically, or you know, it's just a nice thing to have.
Genetic strictness.
So that's it. Thanks for watching, and I hope this helps you install your subwoofer and amplifier.